one term, two terms, three terms. The question is, what do you do while you're there? And we are so proud of the record, the most diverse administration in the history of the city, and the first African to head international affairs. And my sister, Commissioner Camara, she had crossed the globe, lifting up what we want this city to look at, the African diaspora and global leaders. The record stands for itself, and every man that comes after me is going to have to break the records. We have developed more housing in the history of the city. We have zoned the city for 433,000 units of housing. That is more housing than Michael Bloomberg, 12 years, de Blasio, 8 years combined. We did it in 4 years. More jobs in New York. We broke the record for more jobs 11 times in the city. Bond ratings raised our bonds to the highest level in the city's history. Dropped unemployment in the black and brown community by 30%. $24 billion we put into MWBEs in our administration. We containerized our garbage, reduced the calls of rat complaints. We saw 65 million tourists come to this city to spend dollars in this city. More small businesses are operating in the city's history. Universal after-school program for our children, paying off college tuition for foster care, our children, 24,000 illegal guns removed off our streets. The subway system is the safest it has been in recorded history. Major crimes have dropped. We had one period over the last month where you had 12 straight days with no homicides in the city. 1,000 less people were the victims of shootings during this year than in 2021 when I first came into office. You look at the numbers, you look at the records. This administration has done the job that you elected me to do, and we're going to move on to do other things. But it has been a great opportunity to be the mayor of the city of New York, not only for me personally, but for those who have been part of this entire run. What we have done, we showed that black and brown leadership can lead a city of this complexity. 5 women deputy mayors. Never in the history of the city that we ever had that before. First Trinidadian deputy mayor. First Filipino deputy mayor. First East Indian deputy mayor. First woman to be a police commissioner. First Spanish speaker male to be in charge of the Department of Corrections. First Jewish woman to be in charge of intelligence. You look at what we have done. We led symbolically and substantively. Yes, we've done the things about keeping our city safe, bringing back our economy and the job, but the symbolism is just as important. Every day that we raise an African flag down at Bowling Green, the place where slavery had a mainstay, it showed that we are acknowledging the existence of every group in this city. The number of flags we raise there of different communities and cultures never has been done before to say New York belongs to all of us. And then we bridge the gap with the continent. I'm the only man in the history of this city that probably has ever gone to Africa. Not once, not twice, not third, not fourth, not 5, but 6 times going back and forth to the continent of Africa. And because of that, my next job is to spend so much time on the continent, bridging the gap. Because I tell people all the time, yes, I'm American, but don't forget that I'm African. I'm African. And you need to celebrate that, folks. You need to celebrate that you have an African that is leading the most important and largest city in America. And that leadership is more than just Eric Adams. The first African to be in charge of a party in Congress, Hakeem Jeffries. The first African to be the Attorney General in New York. The African descendant to be the DA in the Bronx, the DA in Manhattan, the DA in Brooklyn. So when you look at what the African diaspora has accomplished, if we don't acknowledge it and celebrate it, then we're going to allow ourselves to believe we don't have an impact on history. This is imperative moment for the African diaspora. It is so important that many of our ancestors that are here in the country, we left Africa in slavery and I returned with Admiralty. That is a great statement for the African people and what we represent and our resiliency. And one of the first groups we put together was the African Council. I remember us sitting down 4 years ago with a very clear message that we need to bridge the gap with our African brothers and sisters, our aunties, our uncles, our lost generations. It's time for us to repair that. And it's time for us to look towards the continent. The greatest natural resources on the globe, they are in Africa. We need to re-bridge the gap in Rwanda, in the Republic of the Congo, in Senegal, in Nigeria, all of these African countries. It's time for us to be the leaders of saying, how do we go back and making Africa the strength and power that it deserves. All that they attempted to do to the continent of Africa, they did not succeed. Africa is still standing. And we should not be so Yankee-eyed by being in America that we don't forget what we can do in the continent of Africa. So I'm proud to have been an African-American mayor and watch you throughout the years in the relationship that we developed. And we have much more to do. And I will lie to you if I didn't say, you're going to miss me. You know, many of you are going to miss the fact that you can text me 1 a.m. in the morning. You're going to miss the fact that you can call me to your events whenever you need me to be there. You're going to miss the fact that you had a mayor that will go to the different events and interact. But don't allow yourselves to let the standards drop. What you had with me, demand you have it for every mayor to come. Every mayor should respect what this community has to offer, and don't allow yourself to be short-changed. Don't allow yourself not to be able to go to Gracie Mansion. Don't allow yourself not to be able to go to City Hall. Don't allow yourself not to be able to go after some of the multi-billion-dollar contracts that this city has to offer. Don't go backwards. Move forward. And make sure that what City Hall looks like now, never go back to a moment where we're not part of city government. We have too much to offer to be locked out. And so I thank you so much for what this council has done. And I thank you for your contributions while in this administration into the city of New York. So much I have to do in the next couple of weeks that we want to accomplish. We're not finished until the 31st. And we're going to continue to do things up until the 31st. Right now, there's only one mayor in the city. His name is Eric Adams. And I'm going to lead the city until the last day. Until the last day. We have more announcements to make. We have more dollars we're going to spend. We have more goals we want to achieve. I did not pack up my bags and bounce. I'm still the mayor of the city of New York, and I will be that until the 31st of December. Thank you so much.